have a plan. I ain't ever been a man. I'll fold every single hand. I don't know shit about cars. Well, I tend to drink a lot, and I tend to get real lost. I learned nothing from my pops. I don't know shit about cars. I'll bum one more cigarette. The only spirit that I've met runs straight through my head. I don't know shit about cars. I'm the last of my kind. Is bullheaded right. I get lonely at night, filling up my dreams with steep gasoline. Got up to 583. I ain't scared of the dark. I still break my own heart. I don't know shit about cars. Well, I ain't one to pick a fight. I guess I'm never in the right. I've fallen further than I'd like. I'm a lost cause at best. I get sad when it rains, singing songs out of my range. Lose my voice on the stage. I'm a lost cause at best. I'm the last of my kind. Is bullheaded right. I get lonely at night, filling up my dreams with steep gasoline. Got up to 583. I ain't scared of the dark. I still break my own heart. I don't know shit about cars. Have a plan, and I ain't ever been a man. I'll fold every single hand. Still don't know shit about cars. I'm the last of my kind. Is bullheaded right. I get lonely at night, filling up my dreams with steep gasoline. Got up to 583. I ain't scared of the dark. I still break my own heart. I don't know shit about cars.
Last week, pulled a root in the back of my ute. I was cautious, double wrap, but I still got the clap. I've got the clap, he's got the clap. I've got the clap, he's got the clap.
take up all your time. Just a moment for the rest of your life. I know I've heard it all before. Since you left I feel I've been alive. It was great but your chapter in my book's closed. It was nice to know you though. I don't mean to seem like I'm feeling ecstatic. I've been itching for a narrow escape. Before you ask, yeah, I feel alright. Hey, hey, to be honest, I'm feeling right at home. See you at 4 p.m. For every moment of your waste of mine. Hey, hey, can't see the time you'll be spending on your own. See you at 4 p.m. And then you'll never see me again. You can string me through your web of lies, but after that I will be cutting ties. Let go, just pack your shit and leave. I hope you know that I've been getting by. Thanks for your time, but I think that I can cope. Don't bother trying to call my phone. I don't mean to seem like I'm being dramatic. I'd rather die than be back in that place. Before you ask, yeah, I feel alright. Hey, hey, to be honest, I'm feeling right at home. See you at 4 p.m. For every moment of your waste of mine. Hey, hey, I can't see the time you'll be spending on your own. See you at 4 p.m. And then you'll never see me again. I don't wanna wake up like a bird in your cage. I won't ever make not a mistake. I don't wanna wake up like a bird in your cage. I won't ever make not a mistake. Before you ask, yeah, I feel alright. Hey, hey, to be honest, I'm feeling right at home. See you at 4 p.m. For every moment that you waste of mine. Hey, hey, I can't see the time you'll be spending on your own. See you at 4 p.m. And then you'll never see me again.
Oh, what a way to start the Wednesday Cup here at AK Racing. Out there, viewers in YouTube land, that was Chamberlain with Paul, 4 p.m. They're a local Brizzy band. Absolutely get around their Instagram and Spotify and give them some love because they're a top band and they're going to go a long way, in my opinion. But enough of that music talk. We're here for the sound of some little Mazda MX-5s, VX-5s, getting around this circuit here. Where are we tonight? We are at Reed Park in Townsville, the famous street circuit. So we're going to see how our drivers handle it out there tonight in the heat of sunny North Queensland and the pressure of some fairly tight walls in this joint. We've got Grant Spencer going around at the moment. He might be able to show us around the track. It's a ripper. It's probably one of my favourite street circuits. And I think the Mazdas will be quite well suited to it. I know in testing it was quite fun chucking them around this place. So we might actually stick on with Grant Spencer. He might take us on a bit of a... We might even fire up the chopper early this week and we'll go for a bit of a fly around Reed Park circuit. That is the final turn. As we fly down this very long straight, it is... Let me check my notes here. We've got 2.86 kilometres of circuit here. And that is turn one, and it is flat out. No lifting, no braking, until you get here into turn 2. That is a heavy braking zone, and I suspect a few overtakes will happen there. Through the little kink here, which isn't named, under the Fuso Bridge, and this is turn 3. Get it tucked in nicely. Jump over that curb if you can. There's a big pothole on the outside you need to be aware of under the AK Racing signage through turn 4 and into turn 5 here, which is a nice little fast dip in to the left and another just as good to the right. Don't go too far wide there because that is a track cut, and the boys only get 5 tonight. On the 6th time, they will get a penalty down pit lane. This is turn 6 and 7 and 8. And 9, and this is turn 10 here, which is also flat out, but you don't want to go too wide because that wall there will stuff your suspension if you hit that too hard. Into turn 11, the hard braking zone, which I suspect we'll see a few overtakes there as well. Into turn 12, again flat out, no need for the brakes there. And the final turn of this circuit, turn 13, a very tight radius, little hairpin, very hard to navigate as you come out of turn 12 there, but that is a lap of the Townsville Street Circuit. I'm excited for tonight. We've got 21 cars in the circuit so far, and a few newbies out here as well. Lee Tricklebank, we have not seen this guy in the Wednesday Cup, or in any cups in AK Racing for that matter. He's in the Ferrari livery, which is very quite nice. There was a bunch of F1 liveries available. So he's the first cab off the rank with the old Ferrari one there. Very nice to see. So we'll see. We'll follow Lee's progress tonight and see how he goes. We've got another chef in the house, Brent Cook, tonight. So I don't know if is it Hayden Cook is his brother, or we might have another father-son combo up here in the Wednesday Cup. We can find that out in the chat if someone will let me know. But as they say, too many chefs in the kitchen. Hopefully we don't get any of that action on track, but I'm sure these boys will be nice and respectable, even if they are related. Who else we got for the first time this season is David Shan. We saw him in the, I'm trying to think now, maybe the Caterhams a couple of seasons ago. But he's back for some more there in the 87 car. And up and down the field, that is all of them. We've got Charles Ferrier in the pits. He is also one of the new drivers. Pretty please broadcast tomorrow night's racing. I will do my best, Mr. Snooks there in the chat. I will talk it up, but tomorrow night we do have our brand new series here at AK Racing. It is the 1998 Australian Touring Car Championship, featuring the EL Falcon and the VS Commodore. So if you're keen for a trip down memory lane, this is your series to get it done in. Just join the AK Racing Discord. You can see the link up the top right hand side of your screen, or if you're watching on YouTube, which you probably are, in the description there is a clicky link as well, so you can join the Discord and find out all about that. Just ask for Ryan Snooks and he will get you sorted out in that one. But that kicks off tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I was actually going to race in it, Ryan, but I might make an exception for a bit of a broadcast just to see how the action goes, because I'm keen to get a glimpse of those cars out on track tomorrow night. I think they're racing at Sandown. So that will be action-packed. Brent Cook out on track at the moment. But I'll tell you what, our top three are in the pits at the moment. We've got Michael Caritas, who is half a second clear of Luke Newing, one of our regular speedy boys. And Greg Crone, not far behind him. That is an official B's Dick. That's 700ths. The time we're talking in the hundreds, that's when the small insect's penis starts to get used as a measuring device. We get used to that around the channel here. Ashton McDermott in fourth. Not too far behind either. So it's only, where's the first second? Yeah, there we go. So a second covers the top 7 here. When it's about a minute 25 around, that's pretty decent. Thank you. It's what I do best, Mr. Snook. But tonight's racing promises to be a bit spicy. I've got a bucket of milk here, just in case. It just gets a little bit too spicy for me. As when you've got 20-odd cars going around a street circuit, it tends to bring the inevitable. We don't want to see it here because all of our drivers are just fantastic. And we don't want to see anyone facing the wrong way. That's not much fun to do on a Wednesday night. What is fun is some nose-to-tail, door-to-door action. But our F1 correspondent will give us the tip. What do we have to do?
I think you have to leave a space. All the time you have to leave a space.
All the time you have to leave a space. Thank you, Fernando, for that little bit of information. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of free practice. That is the clock down to 0. You know what that means. The boys are all hitting back to the pits. Scotty McEwen on a good showing there. The boys are all hitting back to the pits because they are just getting ready now for a bit of qualifying. We have 10 minutes of qualifying action coming up in just a short couple of minutes. Scotty gives it a big whack into the barrier. Thank you very much for that one, Mr. Scott. See, Alex has not joined the server again tonight. He was missing from the V8 Supercars on Sunday, and he actually gave up his lead in the championship because of it. So he's now got a 200-point deficit now to make up to Matt Cotter in that series. If you guys are regulars around the channel, you'll know that Alex just got out to an absolutely cracking start this season in the V8s and has led the whole way up until that final race. So that is shaping up to be another bit of action there, but that's Sunday's problem, or at least next Sunday's problem. As I think all the boys are absolutely finished up their laps now and getting ready for qualifying. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to run up to my vantage point here at the AK Racing commentary box. And we'll be back very shortly. I'll go through the order again because it's just flashed up on the screen here. We got Michael Caritas, 5/10 in the lead there. Look at that. Luke Newing in second. Greg Crone in third. Elijah Jackson right up there in that rusty MX-5. Ashton McDermott, top 5 in practice. Very good stuff there from him. Brandon Pierce on a charge lately. This guy has, I think he's must be putting his best foot forward, doing a fair bit of practice because the results are just flowing through for him. And I'm hoping for a good showing in the races tonight. Jason McFadden in 7th, Grant Spencer 8th, Luke Castro 9th, Zachary McGregor in 10th position so far, Hayden Cook in 11th, David Shen in his first time out in the MX-5s, top 12, not bad so far. Ryan Ford 13th, Brent Cook, the other Cook. There's 2 chefs on track here. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what, none of us are going to go hungry, that's for sure. Ian O'Brien in 15th, Brad Turvey 16th, and in chat, how does he do it? He's a multitasker of the highest order. Lee Tricklebank in 17th, Chris Pinkney 18th, Charles Ferrier, I didn't get to see him out on track, but we will in qualifying. Mitchell Cole 20th, Scotty McEwen 21st, and the broadcast car did not get out of the pits this time. But that is about the end of this service, so I'm going to sign off, and we're going to be back in just a couple of short minutes with qualifying.
Take your fucking choice. So who is your favorite genius? James Hurd or James Joyce? You ever seen a live performance? Join the Wanker Club. You thought I meant tabletop dancing? Well, you're a elbow bub. What are you? she'll change amazing. If a young and wanker want a girl, the wanker guy will get her. Both of them are equally ugly, the wanker hides it better. What are you? You're a wanker. What are you? You're a wanker. What are you? You're a wanker. What are you? You're a wanker fights inequality and for people's rights. A wanker fights cross prejudice. A yobbo just fights. Yobbo, wanker, wanker, or yob. Pass me the brush to tie ya. Make your choice, then live your life. Come on, pal, what are you? What are you? You're a wanker. What are you? You're a wanker. What are you? You're a wanker. What are you?
Well, it's about that time of the evening, I suppose. We all got to ask ourselves, what are you? Yeah. Are you a yobbo or are you a wanker? Or are you a pole sitter? These are the things that we're going to find out in about 8 minutes and 22 seconds time. Michael Caritas is our first man out on track, and he's made his way around to the final turn already. So we're going to maybe do a bit of this action right on top of the car and just see how this man, who was fastest in practice, oh no, he's gone back to the pits there. Right? He's left the server. No, everyone's left the server. Uh-oh, there might be a problem. I will be back, ladies and gents. Yeah, we've definitely got a problem here. Just chat amongst yourselves there in the chat, because I will be back once we've solved this issue.
At a party, who's Scott Green? Who it is doesn't matter to me. On the phone or watching TV, just gimme, 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 gimme. At a party, who's Scott Green? Cocaine or ecstasy, cigarettes and LSD. It doesn't really matter, just gimme, gimme, gimme. Has anybody seen Scott Green? I've been looking for that fucking
All right, we're going to try that again, ladies and gents. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I don't know what it is with, I'm going to say the names here, Emperor servers. They've just, they've been good for a while, but lately, I tell you what, they've just been letting us down in this department. Nearly every week we have a real penalty issue. I'll be certainly putting in a support ticket there to fix that up. Sorry to all the drivers who are re-watching this. But here we go. Ashton McDermott is our first man out on track this time. I've totally lost my rhythm here. All this rubbish sorting out servers back end is not ideal for keeping a good flow in the commentary box. But apart from that, we're going to just keep going as Ashton McDermott makes his way around turn 2 very nicely indeed. Gets the brakes on for turn 3, dips it in across, just shaves a bit of that curbing there, hits the big pothole on the outside, and the Mazda goes bang, bang, up and down, just like the driver on the bus. Or the wheels on the bus. I don't know. I can't quite remember. But he dips it in here for this fast turn right-hander here. He wants to keep 2 wheels inside that yellow line, which I think he does. There's a car around there. I think it's Ian O'Brien. But now he dips it in for this little chicane section. Very hard to keep the momentum up through here as he spits out the other side through 9 and into 10 here. It's flat chat. Foot to the floor all the way to the outside fence. Looking for his braking marker here into turn 11. Is it going to find it? Yes, he does. Oh, it looks pretty deep, but he gets it turned in nicely. Actually, that's absolutely perfect there for turn 11. Out of turn 12, foot to the floor. Looking for his brake marker here for the final turn. Can he get it turned in? He does. Oh, that is deep. That's very deep. He's lost a couple of tenths there on his own accord as he shoots off down the line, and it will be a 1:26.2. That's not to be shaved at all. That's a very good lap there from Ashton McDermott. Next man out is Brandon Pierce, having a bit of troubles there by the looks of it. It was a fair bit sideways. Next man poster time is Brad Turby with a 1:28.8, but is immediately eclipsed. Ryan Kennedy goes to the top with a 1:26.1 in this first round of qualifying laps. Holy moly, Grant Spencer's up there as well with the 1:27.2. Pierce goes across the line. That must have been invalidated somewhere around the ways, because that is not going to be a lap. Michael Carita straight to the top, 1:25.7. Greg Crone behind him with a 1:25.8. Geez, that's tight at the top. That's less than a tenth. These guys are very quick. Look at that. Greg Crone made up a fair bit of time in the time between practice and qualifying. Absolutely unreal. We're going to check on our new driver here, Brent Cook, as he crosses the line for his second flying lap. Jason McFadden gets into the 1:27s, looking for a 1:26, but he's just shy. He's right on board with Brent Cook. It's his first time out in Wednesday Cup and in AK Racing in general. I don't think I've seen his name around. But that's the line to take, straight across the curbing there. Probably took a bit too much. I don't know if that was a track cut or not. But if the suspension can handle it, why not try and just take a little bit of a shortcut there, as he does there with those curbings. Takes it nice and to the edge of the track there. Can probably go maybe another half a car's width. This is the hardest part of the track, ladies and gentlemen. This is the technical part. Getting it chucked into that left, right, and then getting on the power without losing the rear end is what it's all about. And then it's a bit of a waiting game, just trying to get those brakes on and applied perfectly here. Getting it turned in nicely across the curbing, and he'll shoot his way down to turn 13. Getting that Williams coloured. We've got another F1 style livery there. Zach McGregor goes up into the top 5 with a 1:26.9. Brent Cook crosses the line now. It is not a valid lap. It was a 1:29.1, but he must have gone outside the realms of the track limits. Check on our other new driver here, Lee Tricklebank. He is out there circulating around in that beautiful Ferrari livery. It looks awesome on the MX-5, I have to say. A bit of lag at the moment. Looks pretty good so far. Actually, I've forgotten to do that. Specky K in the chat will be going, that looks better. There we go. Gets that turned in nicely. I've got all 4 cores firing into my PC now. Lee Tricklebank exits the last turn and enters the chat with a 1:56.3. I think he's got about 30 seconds to make up there, so hopefully he can do that. Mitch Cole, he's back here in 20th position, yet to make a valid lap. I'll tell you what, the server is struggling. I just don't know. Is Matthew Richards watching out there? Is there some way we can contact Emperor about this? It's almost getting ridiculous now. But regardless, here's Mitch Cole in the number 56, rounding this final section of the track, Sector 3. See, he's green on the Delta, but that doesn't mean much because his best lap is a 2:30. So we're going to see a more representative time lap, a lap of time. Time lap? What am I going on about? Mitchell Cole crosses the line for a 1:28.0, puts him up to 14th position. In the meantime, Ryan Kennedy is the third man to dip into the 25s with a 25.9. Jason McFadden behind him on a 26 dead. It's pretty tight up the top there. There's a second covering the top 8. Brandon Pierce just outside of that realm. We're going to check on him and see how he's going. He is on an outlap as well. Hard to say. His best is the 26.9, so I think he can improve on that. Thomas Wilson just in front of him. We know he's going to improve on that. Oh, look at that. Crone goes up. Crone improves, goes to the front with a 25.7. Immediately, Caritas gets a 25.5. Those guys must be together on track. We're going to just check them out. Pierce does not improve. There's Crone, and there's Caritas just behind him. So these Caritas just maybe getting the advantage of a little bit of a slipstream there from Greg. Very nice and wise driving indeed. But I'll tell you what, 125.5 is going to take a hell of a lot of beating from here. It's one man that might be able to do it. It's Thomas Wilson sitting back here in 7th position. He goes quicker there with a 126.4, but I mean, he's still going to have to shave another second off that if he wants to get anywhere into the top 3, really. Bradsky Turby, he's got time to chat in the chat here whilst he's driving. He says, that traffic cone is nasty. It is, but I'll give you the tip. If you can knock it out of the way in your first lap, it won't be there for the rest of the race. So do your best to just get rid of it the first time, and then from there on after, it will be gone. Tommy Wilson going too wide there. That will be an invalid lap for him, and that will probably be the end of his qualifying. Greg Crone's called it quits. He is in the pits. Ryan Kennedy is down by 0.3. Trying to think where we are on the track. We're right at the start, so we're still in the first sector here. He has got time to make up that deficit as he goes purple in the first sector. Gee whiz, that's quick. He's gone quicker than Caritas by 1/10 here. Get right on board and see how he manages this little section here very quickly. That's very nice there. Just mounting that curb on the right-hander. Here, look at that beautiful apex. Gets that he's on the money here, ladies and gents, but he has dropped 0.4 in the second sector. He's gone back to the drawing board. So that probably is the end for Ryan Kennedy. I don't know if he can make up... he's predicted for a 26.5 at the moment, so that's not going to get him up the order. But as it stands, he will start on the front row unless Ashton McDermott has anything to say about it. And he is on a green lap. He was purple in the first sector, 0.2 down in the second. So he might be on for a PB here, ladies and gents. It just depends how he has navigated this third sector. Oh, no, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. You could tell. He's, yep, that's it. And everyone's bailing out of the server. That is the end, ladies and gentlemen, of qualifying. Oh, man, Mo. Tell you what, everything's nothing's working tonight here in AK Racing Wednesday Cup, but what we're going to do is our best, like we always do. We're just going to fumble through, and hopefully these ping issues sort themselves out. If not, everyone's still going to have a banging time. That is the end of qualifying. Here we go. Michael Caritas, as I guess it was my prediction there, claims pole position and the 1 championship point. Thank you very much. 2/10 behind him is Greg Crone in second. Ryan Kennedy gets onto the second row with Jason McFadden. Onto the third row is McDermott and McGregor. A all-Scottish affair there by the looks of it. Fourth row is Pearson, Wilson, Jackson and Castro on the fifth row. Spencer and Ford join Shan and Trickleback. Pretty good showing from him in his first time out. Those guys, 13th and 14th. Mitchell Cole, Hayden Cook, 15th and 16th. O'Brien and Turby, Pinkney and Cook. Ferrier is the last. He did do 3 laps. Okay, we got there in the end. 21, Lucas Newing did not join into the action. Maybe we'll see him join in the race, but that is qualifying done and dusted. Stay with us, because up next is a 17-minute plus 1 lap race going off the order of qualifying. And at the end of that, it'll be a top 10 reverse grid. So we'll be picking our way through the action here, the best we can here on AK Racing Wednesday Cup here on the YouTube channel. If you like what you see and you're yet to do so, please chuck us a subscribe on the channel and a like on the video. Because as I say every time, these things go a long way to bringing you guys the best virtual racing content that we can. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and the more likes and the more subscriptions we can get is just absolutely appreciated. So please do that. But in the meantime, stick around, because we're going to be back in a very short moment with the start of race 1. We're ready for a start here now, viewers. We've got race 1 on the way. 17 minutes of action coming right for us. Michael Caritas there on the inside with Greg Crone on the outside in that purple Qatar Airways coloured MX-5. You can't miss it. Scott McEwen in the chat has pulled the pin because of some PC issues, and he says, "Where's Reggie?" I tell you what, we've been missing him for the past couple of streams. I've been out here on my own, no stats, no idea, basically. But we're ready for a start now, gents, and any ladies if they're watching. I doubt it, but I'll say that anyway, just in case we offend. But we got lights up, we got lights on, and it is Race time. We got a pretty good start there from Caritas on the inside, but actually, look, it looks like Crone has got his nose in front, heading down into turn one. Looking behind there in the Red Bull livery, that's Jason McFadden looking for a way through. Actually gives a little bit of a touch to who is that on the inside. It looks like Ryan Kennedy. Who's going to get the whole shot here? It's Michael Caritas last on the brakes, and he will lead into turn one. Greg Crone getting headed off by Kennedy on the outside. Jason McFadden looking in to pick up some of the pieces there with Zachary McGregor. Two Red Bull cars, very hard to tell apart at the moment. That's Zachary McGregor on the outside. Will have to slot in behind his teammate for the time being. Ashton McDermott comes in behind him, and Tommy Wilson's had a pretty good start with Pierce and Jackson in behind him. Luke Castro is just on the back of those two with a small gap to Mole. Spencer Ford behind him. O'Brien Pinkney in the beautiful green car there. Hayden Cook and Luke Newing did join the server at the end. He's doing a little last to first challenge, ladies and gentlemen. And behind those guys, we've got Brent Cook in his first time out. Charles Ferrier, well, look at that. Alex McEwen did make his way into the field as well. We got all the big boys joining late. Bradsky Turby at the back lead. Tricklebank and David Shan just coming a bit of a gutser there. He's a bit behind as Alex McEwen makes up a couple of positions there. We're going to go on Alex McEwen watch and see how he carves his way through the field at the moment. But it looks like Ryan Ford has dropped a position or two now to Spencer and O'Brien. 3 to Pinkney as well. Ford might be off the track. There's 4. He gives him a little bit of a punt. He says, Brent Cook, hurry up, son. Is that a fact? Mello in the chat says Alex has not attended a qualifying session all season. Well, there you go. That's a little bit of an information overload for me. I can't even remember, to be fair. But we've got a swap for positions with the Red Bulls. Zachary McGregor just heading McFadden for the time being, but McFadden's made his way back in front. So these two are getting a little bit spicy on track. Perez and Verstappen style, perhaps. We're going to ride on board with McGregor if my hardware will work. Goodness me. He's missed that. Oh, that's a track cut, ladies and gents. I've been around this track a few times. I know where the track cuts are. You only get 5 of them before it's time to go through the pit lane. Goodness me. But the battle's on for the lead here. Ryan Kennedy's up the inside of Michael Caritas, and he's going to have that job done into turn 11, no problems. So we might see a little return serve here from Michael, but he doesn't know. He just slots in behind. It's probably best just to stick into the slipstream now and maybe try and gap the field a little bit before they start playing silly buggers. McDermott has, in the meantime, he's on the inside there of McGregor. He's going to have the inside run for the final turn here at turn 13. McGregor late on the brakes, and he just sails around the outside. Little bit of oversteer, and that might cost him momentum going down the front straight. We're going to ride on board with McDermott as Ryan Kennedy posts the fastest lap of the race so far at 26.2. I expect that time to tumble down as this race progresses. McDermott still on the back of McGregor. He's going to go for the send here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is in the post. He has licked the stamp, and that's him on the way through. But who's this up on the inside? Tommy Wilson looking for a bit of an opportunistic move here, and he's going to get the job done on that Qatar Airways car. Gets it done across the curbing, and thank you very much, says Tommy Wilson. A bit more battling for you guys, and I will make up as many positions as I can. Tommy Wilson on a charge at the moment. O'Brien losing a position here to, looks like Luke Newing, in the Aston Martin colours. All these F1 liveries look great, by the way. Hayden Cook and Ian O'Brien having a little bit of a battle here. Hayden Cook, we're going to jump on board and see what he can, if he can throw us some lovely ingredients here into turns 8 and 9. Oh, just O'Brien hanging it around the outside. Gee willikers. McGregor and McDermott. Wilson on the inside looking at McFadden here, sorry. McFadden just covering off down the inside looking for a bit of defence. These three, there's absolutely nothing in it. We might have to get the old chopper here. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, no. Wish I had 3 hands sometimes. Going down the front straight, and look at these 3 cars. Absolutely nose to tail. That is McGregor, Wilson, and McDermott. McDermott getting the best of this suck at the moment. Wilson coming out, looking for a move. Gets the move done. McGregor gets a little bit of a tap there from McDermott. Oh, McGregor's gone around, almost somehow saved it. McDermott's just slotted in behind, done the right thing, and there goes Wilson fucking off down the road. Thank you very much, he says. Pierce has now joined this battle, and it is spicy. Oh, the Red Bull hitting the wall. Contact. Oh, McDermott's around. Pierce goes through. Gives that Qatar Airways a bit of something to think about as well. Hip and shoulders happening all over the place here. These guys are getting right stuck in. Poor old McGregor just getting the worst of it there, but probably just sort of bringing it on himself, to be fair. Oh, there goes Ashton McDermott straight through the chicane there. Where is he? I don't know if that's a big track cut. He might have to give that back. He's just gained a massive advantage going through there. We'll see if those boys sort themselves out with that kind of thing. But Luke Castro now and Elijah Jackson side by side. Oh, there's contact. Oh, there goes Luke Castro. Sorry for putting the camera on you for the first time, and around you go. Sorry about that, Mr. Castro. Back to McEwen watch, and he is up behind the 88 Volt. Oh, Ryan Ford. Looking for an inside run. He's going to have to go around the long way at the next turn, but I think Alex McEwen's one of those drivers that you probably don't really need to put up too much of a fence for back here in 16th position. You know what's coming. You know the inevitable is going to happen. So there's not much point in stuffing around trying to defend there. Wreck your own race. See you later, Alex. Maybe I can keep up with you down the straight and gain a couple of extra tenths. Looking up ahead, here's a little gaggle of cars. That's Spencer just taking out Luke Newing into turn 2. Oh, you won't be happy about that big slide as well. Chris Pinkney and Castro up ahead. Those guys getting stuck in as well. Oh, Spencer up the inside. Oh, clattering across the curbs. Pinkney's going to have the advantage here. Going to see if he can get his little nose in front. Oh, my keyboard is not working. Thank you very much. There goes Pinkney in front of Newing with Spencer just slotting in behind. Oh, it's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a spicy Vindaloo. My co-commentator, Zach O'Reilly, cannot make it tonight. He will be missing out. I hope wherever he is, he's tucking into a nice hot curry because that's pretty much what I'm getting as well. Thomas Wilson on the back of these guys now. He's looking at 1, 2, 3, or 2 cars just battling in front. The server lag is getting a little bit scary at the moment. All these cars just doing a bit of a dance. But we are endeavouring, ladies and gentlemen, to get these back-end issues fixed up. There's just been something going on with our server provider over the last few weeks, and we're getting to the bottom of it. It looks like Thomas Wilson's got his hazard lights on there. I didn't even know these cars, you could get the hazard lights on, but the hazard lights are on, so watch out, Tom. Watch out, everyone, as Tom has declared himself a hazard. Spencer goes up the inside there. Nicely done. Very beautiful move. Thomas right to the outside, but Spencer's still going to have the inside line coming up to turn 3. Who's going to get on the brakes first? I reckon they're going to go a little bit of side-by-side action here. Tommy Wilson just sailing it through around the outside. What an absolute move there. And because he can see in his background mirrors there, Mr. Alex McEwen just making his way slowly through the field, one by one. Meanwhile, we've got Ryan Kennedy out in front still. Michael Caritas hasn't let him go too far. He's about 8 tenths behind him at the moment. Greg Crone can see both of them. As you can see there, going into the final turn. Jason McFadden has got a bit of a gap in front of him. He's got about a 3.2 second gap to those top 3. But he'll be sitting pretty because he's got a big gap to his teammate there, Zachary McGregor. But he's got Pierce, McDermott, Castro, and Jackson behind him. Greg Spencer is a DNF for tonight. Sorry, Grant Spencer. Might have had a, I don't know, maybe a connection issue there for Spencer. But here's a battle that's on. That's McDermott up behind Pierce. As Mr. Sharp is in the chat, I can get you signed up and you can race in the next race. What I will do is let everyone in chat talk amongst themselves while I just sort out your sign up, because I need to make room in the server. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I will just be 1 minute. Try and keep a close eye on some battles. Here we go. Thomas Wilson. We'll just keep our eyes on him for the time being, and I will make a one spot Space for you, Mr. Sharp, if you're still listening, in the server. Okay, I found a slot there. Go. So championship. Okay, Mr. Sharp, there is one slot there for you. If you follow that link in the WC sign-ups page, you will be able to participate in the next race. If you can get in and signed up in time. Just had to boot one of the drivers that never shows up, as Will Ferruccio seems to sign up for everything and just never turns up. So goodbye, Mr. Will. Meanwhile, we've got to change positions here with Ryan Ford, O'Brien and Cole. Look at this. Ryan Ford going up the inside. O'Brien around the outside. Almost a bit of contact. Ford just trying to wait for a few crumbs to drop off the table here. And it's all pretty close here. Ford going up the inside. Gives him a little bit of a tap. Oh, boy, is going to be a return serve here. Maybe not. Oh, the boys being very respectful. Leaving a lot of space. Fernando will be absolutely wrapped with that. Oh, there goes Cole through. Thank you very much, says Mitchell Cole. And poor old Ryan Ford's been left high and dry. But, or is he? Here he goes through turn 9, through turn 10. He's got the return serve. Cole looking for a bit of a switch back, but it's not going to happen. Ryan Ford has the advantage for now. Who can get on the brakes and navigate this final part of the circuit? We've got 5 minutes left in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Newing and Elijah Jackson are changing positions, but we'll go back here because these guys were into it. Look at this. Dave O'Shan's just chimed in. He's going to send it up the inside of turn 13. Whoa, the 87 just clattering off the curbs. That's not gonna do him any favours up the main straight. That's that. Pierce and McDermott here. Oh, look out. Brandon Pierce has had a bit of an accident. He's going slowly. There's a bit of damage on the front of that MX-5 as well. Oh, I did not catch what happened there, but McDermott has taken that position. Elijah Jackson is the next one now, lining up on Luke Newing, and he's got Thomas Wilson behind him too, so we're going to get Wilson's perspective. There we go, from the top. We can all see. Still got game noise. Very good. And there we go. Thomas. Whoa! How's he held on to that? Using up every bit of suspension damping that he can. Oh, he's got the hazard lights fanging too. Oh, you can see them reflecting off that rusty bloody piece of shit Mazda in front of him there. Great livery, but whoever made that on race department, shout out to you. Thomas Wilson sailing it around the outside, and he will have that advantage of the inside line coming into 13. Who's on the brakes last? Both at the same time, side by side. Thomas Wilson takes that position. Very well done. You can see him set that up 2 or 3 corners in advance, just getting that car on the right side of the track where he knew he needed to be to get that inside line for 13 and get that position done. He's up into the top 10 well and truly. Elijah Jackson sitting in pole for the next race, but he's not going to hang around. He's going to try and send that back on Wilson. But tell you what, he's got a big problem, and that's behind him. That's Alex McEwen, who is, as usual, on a charge from the back. As I've been told in the chat that he has not qualified this season. He just goes for a bit of a last to first challenge in the back. He's given himself something to do, this guy. He's just toying with them. He's that good. He just he goes, no, I'm not going to do qualifying. I'm going to have a bit of fun with it. Try and carve through the field. And he's one position away from getting to pole on the next race. So I think he'll be pretty happy with that if he can do it. He's got the run here. Out of 10, flat chat into the slipstream. Breaks out. We might see a late move. Oh, maybe not. Just gets on the back of Jackson in front. The server going crazy. Can someone in the chat please tag Maffey to just have a look at the server logs. He's gone last to 9th in the previous 2 rounds. Yeah, that's perfect. That puts him right at the front for race 2. And then, obviously, a top 5 start for race 3. That's not over yet. These guys... Whoa, look at this. I've joined into a bit of carnage. That's O'Brien around. Looks like Shan, Cole and Ford were all maybe involved. None of those guys have got their hands dirty by the looks of it. They're all sticking them up saying, nope, I had nothing to do with that, Mr. Stewart. But we'll find that out after the race. The stewards are always watching, ladies and gentlemen. Are these guys actually swapping positions? No, they're not. It's just the timing tower giving me a bit of a Barney. These two are close on track, but it looks like Alex McEwen has got that position done. Now, he is on pole for the next race. And we got 1 minute and 16 seconds to go. There's fairly big gaps up the front of the field. Ryan Kennedy has absolutely buggered off down the track. He's got 2 seconds to Caritas, who in turn has a few seconds to Carone. Then McFadden, then McGregor are your top 5. McDermott follows them with Pierce, Newing, Thomas Wilson in the top 10. I think he missed most of qualifying as well. I can't imagine he's done much practice by the looks of it. Ryan Ford down here. But McEwen and Jackson, 10th and 11th. Castro and Cook, Ford and Cole. Dave O'Shan is our top running of our new guys in the series so far. Oh, gives number 56, Mitch Cole, a bit of a love tap. How you doing? They're going to go around. This will be their second last lap, ladies and gentlemen. And looking down the field, our new drivers are all sort of down the back here. Charles Ferrier, this is his first round. His car looks like it's seen better days. But here's a tip. It will see better days. If you stick to it, ladies and gentlemen, this is AK Racing. We do have the fastest sim drivers on the planet, or at least in the country, and at least in Assetto Corsa. All of those things may be true, but it is very sweaty up in here. So good luck to everyone, and good to see new drivers in the server. Try and stick it out. Do a bit more practice. The more you get used to these cars, the better results will come. I will assure you of that. Chris Pinkney, our Wednesday Cup regular, and our helper in the Discord there, I saw this afternoon. Thank you very much, Chris, for your help. Brent Cook, our newest chef on the block, is up here in 21st position in the Williams-coloured MX-5. Dipping a wheel off there. Whoopsie daisies. Oh man, the server's really giving me the shits. Lee Tricklebank, 22nd position. And that is the 0 counter, and I think this might be the last lap. It depends where they are, and if they had crossed the line before the end of that. Oh, there's a car off the track. That is Lee Tricklebank in the Ferrari livery. He's just going to sit back and wait for the field to dribble through. Very good stuff there from him. Now, Ryan Kennedy has been on fire in this race. He got the lead done, I think it was on the first lap, maybe second lap. Overtook Michael Caritas for the lead, and there's been no stopping him since. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, rounding the final turn. I think this could be the second last lap, but we'll find out very shortly. He's got the lights flashing, so he thinks it could be the last. It is the last lap, and that is the win for Ryan Kennedy. Ladies and gentlemen, race 1 winner. Thank you very much. What a great drive from him. Michael Caritas holding on for second after putting it on pole in the first race. So Greg Carone crumbs across the line in third. Jason McFadden, a good showing from him in fourth. Zach McGregor across the line in fifth position. Ashton McDermott, top 6. Number 22, well done. Brandon Pierce in that and that 181. That's a cool livery as well, the Bose 181. Alex McEwen made his way up to 8th. You're already signed in, Jimmy Park. I'm pretty sure you've already registered, so you should be able to join. Jackson is there in 9th position. Tom Wilson in 10th. Lucas Newing in 11th. Luke Castro in the Castrol. Or is it Luke Castrol? Who knows? In 12th. Hayden Cook in 13th. Oh, I could smell the cooking going on. Oh, that's terrible. Next is Ryan Ford. Dave O'Shan in 15th. 16th is Mitchell Cole, sorry. Charles Ferrier in 17th. Ian O'Brien in 18th. Saw a bit of bad luck there getting turned around. Brad Turby in 19th. Chris Pinkney in 20th. Brent Cook, number 23 in the Alex Albon colours there. Very good stuff from him. And Lee Tricklebank is your last contender over the line in 22nd, as Grant Spencer was a DNF. We're just going to watch this nice livery do some burnouts. If that's what he's going to do in the Charles Leclerc livery, he doesn't. He just skips out of the server. Thank you very much. But that was race 1. Run and won. We're going to be back soon, ladies and gents, because we've got a shorter race coming up. It's a 14-minute sprint with the top 10 being reversed. So our top 10 starting positions will be Thomas Wilson off pole position. Somebody stop him from there. Eliza Jackson on his outside. Alex McEwen and Brandon Pearce behind them off the second row, with McDermott and McGregor as well. These Scottish pair have not been separated this whole night so far. As another one behind them, McFadden, the three Maccas, that's going to be very hard to call. Greg Crone, Michael Caritas, and Ryan Kennedy will start in 10th position. Whew, gee whiz. That's tough stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are signed up, Jimmy. So you will be able to join after this server goes down and the next one comes up for race 2. But until then, this server is about to click over, so Bratsky Turvey in the chat says, I see Alex coming. I give him room. I think he's starting from the back for shits and giggles. I think you're right. I think he likes to be entertained and a bit of action. Maybe sets himself a bit of a challenge to go from last to at least 10th, and then he gets himself in that top 10 for the next race or for the next 2. But he's from another planet, so he might not do things the conventional way. But out there in YouTube land, thank you to all the viewers for watching. We will be back in a couple of minutes for race 2, where we see ourselves in a little bit of a top 10 finish, or a top 10 reverse, sorry. Get my words out. We'll be back soon, ladies and gents. We're back now, ladies and gents. We are set for a start on the grid here in race 2. Got 51 seconds. We're going to quickly check out the grid. We've got the top 10 there who are all reversed from the race 1. Tommy Wilson off pole position. Not going to get enough time to go through them all, but there's your second page of drivers. And we've got... none of the guys have turned up for that. Oh no, Xander Sharp is in the server, but he will be starting right at the back of the grid. As we get set for a start here, we've got 26 seconds. Any predictions in the chat? Because these are where the races get spicy. Who do we have our money on? Alex McEwen starting up the front. He might be a goer. I'm going to tip him. Thomas Wilson in behind him. And then it's anyone's guess for third. But here we are. We're almost ready for a start. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get that out of the way? We can. It is lights out, and it is time for some action. It is a very good start. That Red Bull got a pretty good start too behind. He's going to make up a position straight away. But that is actually Jackson takes the whole shot so far. Thomas Wilson slots in behind him. Alex McEwen comes in behind him as well, looking for a way through around the outside. Perhaps that's Jason McFadden. No, sorry, that's Zach McGregor on the outside. McDermott shoving his nose up the inside, getting a bit of a bump there. That is Pierce. Oh, they're around. This is chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Just be careful back there. Oh, my God. But at the front, it's Elijah Jackson still in the lead of this race. Thomas Wilson in second. McEwen all over the back of him. McDermott there as well with McFadden. All these Maccas all in a row. Oh, my God. I'm sure there's another one there as well somewhere. McGregor has been caught up in the action, and he is all the way down the back. Michael Caritas out there in no man's land for the time being. Ryan Kennedy is there with Castro, and Shan diving up the inside. That looks a bit too deep. No, he's got it pulled up somehow. That's amazing breaks there from that number 87. Thank you very much, Luke Castro. We'll have to sit in behind him. Mitchell Cole here in the top 10 now with Farrier and Crone going side by side. Crone has the inside here for the turn 11, so we suspect to see him just send it up the inside. There we go. Good stuff there from Greg Crone. Farrier lives to see another day. Brad Turby up there in 16th, and here come a few cars that have been definitely caught up in some of the action there in the early stages of this race. Brandon Pierce, we did see, I think, give it a little bump to, it must have been McGregor. I think it was. I think Pierce gave McGregor just a little bit of a hit, and that sent them both around, and there was a massive pile-up after that. Everyone sort of getting through unscathed, though, by the looks of it. Brent Cook in front of Hayden Cook, so a couple of chefs going at it hard for the time being. Xander Sharps has made his way into the server, and he's made up a few positions as it stands. Lee Tricklebank, Ian O'Brien, and Luke Newing rounding out your top of the field challenges here. There's a battle for the lead. McEwen is right up behind Mr. Wilson. Wilson's gonna do his best not to let this guy pass. You know, he's got 11 minutes to go. Can he just defend for 11 minutes? It doesn't seem that long, but when you're racing, it goes very quick. McCaritas getting past here by Jackson around the outside. McFadden tuning in as well. Kennedy's there. McDermott's there. They're all there. Any one little mistake. These two are side by side. McEwen's found a way past somehow through turn 10 and into turn 11 in the lead of the race. That might be the end of that, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Wilson gave that away a bit quicker than I thought he would, to be fair. There's Dave O'Shan. Look at him go. He's up into 5th position now. He's really got the hang of these cars now. Jackson on the way through. Oh, he's been tapped again. Who was that? Oh, geez. Ryan Kennedy just somehow avoiding absolute disaster there with McDermott. Oh, my goodness. So these two are going side by side. It's time for the helicopter cam because I can't see anything here. We're going to have to get a top view. These two, look at these, two by two, side by side. The elephants marching one by one. There's a fair bit of server lag too. Oh, my goodness. But that is McDermott up the inside now. Dave O'Shan battling around the outside. Behind them is Castro and Kennedy with Crone sitting on the back of this fivesome. Whoa, McDermott almost losing it there out of the turn. That is Kennedy just trying to search for a way through in the blue-arsed MX-5 you can see in the middle of our screen at the moment. He's going to try and dive it up the inside. There's no room for him. Oh, Luke Castro gives McDermott a bump. There's a car around. There's 2 cars around. There's almost 3. There's 3 cars around. There's 4 cars around. They're all off into the fence. This is some unbelievable stuff here on the Wednesday Cup. These guys are getting a little bit sturdy here at the moment. We're going to go back to the side view because it's very hard to call from the helicopter in that angle when there's cars going off like that. Oh my goodness, that was just a chain reaction of the highest sort. There's a swap for the lead again. Wilson's return serve. He's got it up the inside of turn 13. He's going to have to switch back and get on the bit of the suck here down the front straight. Goodness me. There's not much suck at this time, so he's just going to have to sit there and maybe try his hand on the late braking technique. Oh, just throwing him a little dummy. Oh, it might have worked here because McEwen's gone a little bit deep, and that gives Thomas Wilson just a little bit more rope to play with as he gets up behind this Mazda MX-5. But as you can see, pretty good traction there from McEwen out of turn 3. Oh, out of turn 2, sorry. This is turn 3, clattering across that big, what do you call it? A pothole. Big pothole on the exit of 3. Dips it into 4. That's nice driving there from Wilson, but it looks like Alex McEwen just driving off into the distance as we speak. That's a track cut for McEwen. He'll keep a mental note of those, Wilson will, and he'll know exactly when that McEwen will probably start to dice on the safer side of that line. As Alex McEwen just pops a couple of tyres off, so that's given Wilson another bit of an invitation here. Throws him a dummy, fills up the mirrors, shows him he's there. He's not gone away yet. Thomas Wilson trying to duck in, trying to get in just a little bit closer. Just wants to have one little half shot at him down the inside here at 13. It's not going to happen yet. He's going to have to go the safe route, try and get a bit of get a good exit. That's what he wants. That's all anyone wants, is a good exit. Just that's all you need before a big straight. Get on the power early and make it stick, and away they go down the front straight. But we're going to tune in with them soon, because looking back through the field, there's a little battle back here between Sharp and McGregor. It's not quite... Oh, look at that. The damage on the front of Sharp's car. I guess that's why they might have done that a couple of times. Reversing back out on the track, bit dangerous. But McDermott and Crone side by side. The teammates giving each other room there, and McDermott goes through. Crone just going to sit in behind. He didn't see what happened there, but he must have just gone a bit too wide. Didn't get that move sorted. Oh boy! Now what do we look at? Wilson's back behind McEwen again. Oh, it's just clattering over the grass. He's taking these track limits liberally. And while all this is happening, look who we've got. Michael Caritas is up behind these gentlemen as we speak, and he's going to be on the scene any minute now. McEwen probably aware of it too. He can see in his mirrors, he can see that there's 2 cars there now. And as an old racer myself, I'd rather see 2 cars back there than 1. Because you can pull a bit of a Swifty here. You can back that second car up into the lap of the 3rd car and hopefully get Caritas to start to attack Wilson. And once that happens, if you're in the lead, you can just skip away while those 2 are busy squabbling. You can take full advantage of that and sail on down the road. So we might even see just a little bit of backing up here from McEwen. But he's got to be careful about it, because if there's even half a gap, Wilson's going to be all over it. As you can see, he's letting him know about it too. He says, if there's any sort of doors open, I'm just going to come in and start going through your fridge. You know what I'm saying? You leave that kitchen door open, I'll be in there going through your leftover Oreos in the fridge. It'll be all about that. So maybe that's something to think about. At the moment, I think he's just got his hands full, maybe half defending, half just setting fast lap times, which is also a good way to keep your defending or defendant off your case, is just go faster than him. So that's I think that's what maybe McEwen is doing at the moment. There's still 5 minutes to go, so we might see the backup plan happen sooner or later. If Wilson can sort of really put him under some pressure. I think it'll be inevitable, though. If Wilson does put him under pressure, that will mean he will come under pressure, and that will be the end of that. Anyway, it might leave himself vulnerable as it is. But I'll tell you what, these top 3 are battling it out. There is action here. That was a bit lazy there from O'Brien, just running straight into the side of that other car. I don't know who it was, but someone's around. That's Cook. He's going backwards, but he will get back out on track to live and fight another day. Pinkney on the inside now. O'Brien, that's Newing back there as well. Newing's really just finds trouble in a lot of these races lately. Seems to have the luck of someone who has broken a few mirrors and kicked a few black cats in his time. Never seem to get around the carnage at the start of some of these races. It seems to get collected by them. But on the back, up the front here, for battle for 6th position, Greg Crone is on the back of his teammate McDermott. Excuse me. Looking for a way through. He's got the wider line through there, and he'll be maybe looking for a send here. He does. He fully commits, but McDermott was just later on the brakes. Oh, and that's it. McDermott's gone wide, and that's Crone up into sixth position. Thank you very much, he says. There's a swap for the lead as we speak. Thomas Wilson and Alex McEwen. Wilson's got the inside. That'll be the lead of the race here, ladies and gentlemen. McEwen will look for a switchback. It's not going to happen because he doesn't want to leave himself too vulnerable because Caritas is right there. This is a three-way battle for the win. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this race. McEwen pulls out of the slipstream now. They are going to be side by side coming into turn 2. Going to get a different view here because I don't know what's going to happen here. McEwen's going to be late on the brakes. It looks like Wilson's going to be even later. McEwen just trying to line up and get that exit, and he does. But Wilson's gone deep. That's going to leave him vulnerable to Caritas as well. Caritas has got the right side of the track. He's going to dip the nose in first for turn 3. He's got it done. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is great racing here. Wilson really wide to the edge of the track. That's Caritas into second place. Wilson, he's ruining the day when he tried to go up against these guys and battle them out. It's just turned out for the worst for him. But what it has done is released Alex McEwen. He is up the road now, and now Caritas has got a big problem with Tom Wilson, who has been studying the back of that red car on the way through. Here he goes up the inside of turn 10. That's a great move there from Wilson. If he can get this done, that's some absolutely awesome driving there. All he's done is just caught Caritas napping on the exit of 9, where he just left himself too much of a wide arc around 10. And ladies and gentlemen, Caritas back into third. Wilson's going to have the final bite of the cherry around 13, and that'll be him sailing away down the main straight. What kind of an exit can Caritas get? Is there an overlap there? There is! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're not finished yet. These guys are overlapping down the main straight. Thomas Wilson is on the correct side of the track, though. He will have the first chance at it into turn 2. Looking at it now. Oop. There we go, gents. That is Wilson up into second position. Caritas up into, stays in third position. Meanwhile, these guys were battling, and McEwen's put on a 1 second gap, two of them. Oh boy, look at that. The potholes really affected Wilson's exit there. He's going to have to stick in tight while Caritas goes around the outside and through the inside. That's Caritas up into second position. Great driving there from these two. Wilson's going to look for the return serve here into 9. Oh, into 8, sorry. That's 9. That's 10. No, it's not. They're all wrong. But there's Wilson again in the same spot where he did on the lap previous. So he's got this battle back in front. He is into second position again. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times can I say it? These guys are going hard, and I'm loving every second of it. I need to just take a little sip of my water there, because it is just all happening. Thomas Wilson now with a bit of a dodgy exit. Caritas is going to have him here. He's going to be vulnerable down the straight. And the longer these guys battle, it looks like McFadden's going to maybe try and chime in as well. It looks like Thomas Wilson has the advantage for now. These guys are going to go into turn 2 in single file for once. Goodness me, it's been a while since we've seen that. Wilson's gone deep. Caritas is going to have the advantage here. Can he get up on the inside? Is it going to happen? Oh my goodness, Thomas Wilson's going defensive for now. Caritas going to try and hang it around the outside. It's not going to happen yet. But these two have been inseparable for the last couple of laps, and I feel like it's going to keep going that way as it stands. Oh boy. Caritas just clattering across the curbs there, doing his best to keep up with Wilson for now, because he knows there might be another opportunity for him in the next 2 laps. This will be the second final lap, as there is a 1+1 lap to all these timed races. And that time has just expired, so this will be the second last lap. McEwen has stretched that gap now to 1.5 seconds. You'd say he's pretty safe at the moment, if he can just keep it all together. Looking up and down the field, this is the closest the closest battle on track. So we're going to be sticking with these guys for now. We might even ride on board here with Caritas and just see if he can get good exit and make this a bit exciting for the final lap. It doesn't. It looks like Thomas Wilson has got the better of the exits, and he is just stretching his legs down this pitch straight now as we cross the line for the final lap of this race 2 tonight at Townsville for AK Racing's Wednesday Cup. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, chuck us a like and a subscribe on the channel, because I tell you what, this is some of the best racing in the country. You won't get this in any other league here in Assetto Corsa community from what I've seen. You won't get fields this big midweek. We've got 20 odd in the server. That is huge. And all of these guys up the front know what they're doing, so it's anyone's game any day of the week. Such a great Discord and community to be a part of. And if you fancy your racing and you fancy a bit of banter, a bit of shit talk, a bit of motorsport talk, a bit of take pictures of your dogs and put them up. People will say, "Yeah, your dog's cute, mate. Very good." It's one of the places to be. But we are at the final lap of race 2, ladies and gentlemen, and this man has started the night with no qualifying. Oops, I've just moved my thing. There we go. Alex McEwen has started the night. He did not qualify. He started at the back of race 1, fought his way up to 9th in race 2, started near the front for race 3. For race 2. And he takes the win. McEwen wins race 2 of the evening. Thomas Wilson, gallant in second. A great battle with Michael Caritas. That's one for the ages. That's probably battle of the evening so far. I don't know if that's going to get any better. Hope it does. So you got big boots to fill. Jason McFadden 4th. Elijah Jackson skids his way across the line in 5th. Greg Crone, good drive, up in 6th with his teammate McDermott in 7th. Pierce finding a bit of trouble at the start of that one. It was fairly claustrophobic, I think, coming around turn 2 as the track kind of bottlenecks a bit. It was probably 4 wide there, and I just don't think 4 cars are physically big enough to fit through. So poor old Pierce copped it there. Dave O'Shan in 9th position, going well on debut here tonight in the Wednesday Cup. Lucas Castro takes the top 10 in the Castrol car, with Ryan Ford and Brad Turby in 11th and 12th. Charles Farrier making his way up the field now into 13th. That's a massive improvement from race 1. So well done to you, my friend. Mitchell Cole in 14th. Hayden Cook in 15th. Lee Tricklebank. Everyone's left the service, so I'm just clicking on these camera angles for nothing. Chris Pinkney up into 17th. Ian O'Brien into 18th. Brent Cook on his debut as well into the top 20. Sander Sharp joining the server late, but getting in with a very damaged car. That thing is absolutely smashed. Zachary McGregor certainly finding some bad luck there with Lucas Newing and Ryan Kennedy both DNFing in that race. So that's interesting. 2 of the faster guys are out of this race. Interesting to see if they make it back for the 3rd race of the evening. It's an 11-minute shootout here at Townsville with the top 5 reversed. So we're going to have Elijah Jackson on pole position with McFadden, Caritas, Wilson and McEwen behind him. Then the rest of the field as they finished. That's going to be an exciting one because, 11 minutes is not a lot of time to get some of these overtakes done. So the top 5 are all going to be pretty even on pace, I think. It's going to take some overtaking around here, and it's going to be action-packed. So if you guys are liking what you see, stick around because we've got one more race to come on tonight's evening of racing here at Wednesday Cup. Stick around because we will be back with race 3 very shortly. Welcome back, viewers. We're here for race 3, and I've just noticed the standings are all they're all whack. So I guess it is what it is. It's too late to do anything about it now. Luke Castro is off the front row with Dave O'Shan, Brandon Pierce, McDermott, Crone, Jackson, McFadden, Caritas, Wilson will start 10th. McEwen behind him. So I don't know what happened there with the server, but it is what it is. We're here in Wednesday Cup. We have fun here, and we're almost ready for a start. Oh, my God, it's all happening. Let's go. Yeah, I think it might be a championship reverse top 10, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it. If not, it is what it is, in the words of a great man. But that is the lights out, and we are racing for final race of the evening. It looks like Castro is on the receiving end here. Dave O'Shan gets away nicely, so he will take the whole shot. It looks like McDermott sneaking up the inside there of Castro. He's got his eyes as big as dinner plates at the moment because he's going to get on the brakes late. Oh, there's 5 cars going into one here at the moment. Where to look? It's the Red Bull car of McDermott, McFadden, sorry, trying to get up the inside of Caritas. Caritas has got the outside here for turn 3, and that is Greg Crone in front of him. Oh, everyone getting through nicely. McDermott, look at that, 1.2 second lead. He's off down the road. Brandon Pierce in second. Greg Crone, it is Greg Crone and Caritas up the inside. Whoa, that was close. He's almost taken out Caritas on the outside. He's got McFadden here now battling him for the inside here at turn 7. Oh, who's that? That's Wilson. Oh, where's he come from? He's come from 10th position now. He's battling for the top 4, ladies and gents. He gets pushed right to the edge of the track, but he stays alive. He's got McFadden and Crone in front of him. Holy moly, he's going to look up the inside here at turn 11. That is for sure. There's 3 wide almost. That's Alex McEwen tailing him as well. Luke Castro. Oh, there was just a major stoppage there. I don't know what happened. I think poor old McFadden might have just took Wilson by surprise and just sort of fell back into his lap. But here's Caritas now looking on the inside of Pierce down the pit straight. I think he's got the overlap there as well. My keyboard's fucked tonight. Goodness me. There's not quite a overlap yet, but we know Caritas, he's going to look for the inside here. Sells him a bit of a dummy. Gets on the brakes later. Modulates that stuff, and he is into second position all the way to the edge of the track. Pierce is just going to have to slot in behind. There's not much he can do about that. Wilson and Castro going side by side. Castro is on the wrong side of the track. Wilson looking. McEwen there, ready to find any of those stray bits of crumbs that fall off the table. And you know what? The cookie crumbles a lot here in WC, and you'll find yourself constantly picking up crumbs off the floor. So Alex McEwen knows he doesn't have to wait too long before some of them fall his way. These guys are having a nice little battle here, 3-way into turn 7 and turn 8. Oh, look at this. Both clattering across the curves. We're going to go on board with Wilson. See what he sees. Sorry, not Wilson. McEwen. We'll see what he sees. He's going to go to the other side of the track. Maybe sell a bit of a dummy here. Oh, yeah, look at this. Little overlap. Castro deep. Wilson deep. McEwen advantage on the inside. There's not really anywhere for him to go. That hole was That hole was closing very fast. There goes Wilson with the send inside out. Takes a bit of a hip and shoulder, and McEwen takes the cookies all the way off the table. Doesn't wait for the crumbs to drop. He says, thank you very much. I'm hungry, boys, and I'm having those. Thank you very much. That's me. Up into 5th place. Wilson and Castro are going to have to fight it out behind you. These guys are going hard at the moment. Ryan Kennedy up behind Chris Pinkney at the moment. These guys are side by side. Down the pit straight. Looks like Kennedy's got that advantage so far. Back further in the pack, Mitchell Cole is on the back. It was slick. Wasn't that a bloody move, Mello? Your teammate in the V8s, I tell you what, he is a absolute machine behind anything. He's an absolute machine behind any sort of car, on any sort of track. He really reminds me of myself, but maybe one day I'll come back and race and see how we go. Here goes Crone. He's up behind Pierce. These two are battling it out for the final position on the podium. Crone with the send here. It looks like is not far up enough. So he's just going to have to slot in again. He's got Pierce in his sights, but these two are swapping positions down the field here. That's Ford on the outside in that yellow car. Cook in front of him. McFadden taking the advantage up the inside. Thank you very much. And it looks like Luke Newing is... Luke Newing's up on the outside. There's Ryan Ford. Gives him a bit of a hip and shoulder. Who's that in the background? That's Kennedy too. So he's joined on the back of this pack. Oop. No, my keyboard's just not working tonight. So we're stuck with this view for now. Might even fire up the AK Racing helicopter for a lap around Reed Park. The yellow car on your left is Ryan Ford. The green one is is Newing, and Kennedy is behind him. So Kennedy is up the inside of Ford for the time being. These guys are racing pretty hard up. There's a little three-way pack in front of him. That's Cook, McFadden and Ferrier. Kennedy looking for a way up the inside. Luke Newing bouncing off the wall on the outside there. Very much, where do you look? I mean, we'll just sit back and admire these guys. I might just need a bit more altitude to fit all this battling into the one frame. And it is too. So Kennedy's on the back of Newing, who is on the back of Cook, who is just having a little bit of a gap there to Farrier in front. And this is the battle for the top 10. Luke Newing up the inside now of Cook. He's got a bit of an overlap, almost half a car's length. He might be almost 3/4 in time for the braking zone. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Cook and Farrier. Oh, no, that's... Newing just keeps it planted and goes straight through any sort of parked vehicle in front. Gee whiz. We might be driving the trucks again, ladies and gents. Kennedy just goes straight in the side of Pinckney as well. It's all happening here, ladies and gents, and that is a lap in the AK Racing helicopter of Reed Park. Goodness me, I can't look away from this little pack because Turby and Dean Verrill has joined the server, ladies and gents. He's come in late and he's battled his way probably from last up to 16th so far. He's got Brad Turby on his inside. He is late on the brakes, but that is the job done. Up into 15th position, just narrowly missing the wall. Kennedy and Pinckney. Oh, Pinckney just turning into Kennedy there a little bit. Boys need to be aware of each other when there's a car up the inside. Just know where those wheels are. Oh, I don't know if it's server lag right now or there's just maybe it's mine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to maybe disable a couple of things here and just see if that makes a difference. Because my PC is... Well, this is the final stream for my current PC configuration. I was kind enough to be donated a new CPU, a new motherboard and some new RAM. So I'll be pulling my computer apart at the commencement of this race tonight. Try and get that all sorted by the next round of commentating I need to do. So hopefully we can bring you even better vision here on YouTube in HD 1440p. You don't miss one pixel of the action here because this is the fight for the win, or the lead at least, for the race. McDermott just trying to stick it in around the outside, coming off the curbs. Very dangerous stuff, but there's a bee stick between them. Caritas will take that position though, and that is well done. He set that up well in advance. I think he knew that was the place where McDermott was most vulnerable. And he certainly just pulled his pants down coming around there through turns 5 and 6, I think. But he's got that job done. Caritas is out in front. This is the man who was on pole position tonight, so he is got pace to burn. And now he's already shaved about half a second off that, or put on half a second worth of gap to McDermott behind, looking for more battles up and down the field. And I think it's at the back here where it's all happening. Kennedy and new guy in the server, Brent Cook. It's his first time out in Wednesday Cup. Brent Cook, he's doing well now. He's up into 16th position. There's a couple of newbies tonight. Ferrier was one of them. Cook was one of them. Trickle Bank was one of them. Shan was one of them. So it's really good to see the new guys getting involved. You might not be able to pick it from just sitting here and watching it at home, but these guys are fast at the front of this pack. You can't just come in and expect to win a race here. You really need to practice hard and probably have some sort of talent behind you as well. So a lot of drivers come across and take a bit of a humble pill when they get into AK Racing. But here comes Zach McGregor up the inside of Ian O'Brien. He's got that move done easily, and that is him on his merry way up the order. That is a very second-hand looking MX-5, by the way. Yeah, look at that. The damage model on these is actually really good. Has found a bit of trouble at the start of that race, so he's doing his best. He's probably got a bit of damage, and there goes Turby. He's around. Oh, Turby. I know he's listening and watching the stream. Get that thing around. No, he's gone too far. He's all right. He's facing the right way now, and he's off on his merry way. Kennedy and Ferrier are side by side. Kennedy getting that move done before turn 11. Yeah, see, the server's still doing funny things. If Matthew Richards is watching, get onto those server providers and tell them we can't have this anymore. Thomas Wilson now has got that gap down to about a second with Alex McEwen in front. But tell you what, this is 15 seconds to go in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Plus one lap. So we're going to join into our race leader at the moment and see where he is. He's in sector 2. Coming into turn 7, 8, turn 9. So this will be the second last lap, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got moves to make, you may as well make it now, because that is Jason McFadden. He's up on the back of Luke Castro. And this is the second last lap, ladies and gents. It has been a pleasure commentating tonight. I'm solo tonight. I don't mind solo, but I do miss my my good friend, Mr. Zach O'Reilly, who normally joins me in the commentary box. He is out living his life, having a good time. We're here commentating. This is living. I don't care what anyone says, but these two guys are going around the final turn. And it looks like McFadden's just going to have to sit in the slipstream for now. If there is slipstream, there's a bit too much of a gap there. Castro will be loving that at the moment. McEwen up behind Pierce. Can he get the move done before the end of the lap? He's going to have a fair bit of a pace advantage, one would think. The gap just steady at about 5/10. But this is the final lap. Oh, look at the bounce off you get off that pothole on the exit at 3 is absolutely shocking. I remember in the V8s you just bottom out every time, and depending on your damper settings it might just sort of slingshot you in any direction. So certainly a lot of damper work being done there for that race. Oh, Wilson's chiming in. Look at this. It's a three-way battle here for the end of the race, but I'm going to have to give... Oh, no, he's still not there. We've got, oh yes, 3 wide into turn 11. Oh, look at that. Pierce just sort of turns in. Wilson on the inside. McEwen's going to go through. Can Wilson go through as well? No, Pierce is going to go sort of semi-defensive, maybe try and hang it around the outside. It's not going to happen because Michael Caritas is our victor in race 3 of the night. He's well deserved after having pole position, but we're going to just go and see who's won this little battle here. Oh, where was it? It's McEwen gets the biscuits. Sorry, Greg Crone, who did finish in 3rd position. That might be his first podium of the season. Very well done to him. Alex McEwen making his way through that little gaggle at the end. Brandon Pierce holding off Thomas Wilson. A fast finishing Thomas Wilson for 5th. Wilson in 6th. Jackson in that rusty old thing. I love it. 7th position for you. Jason McFadden in 8th, Castro in 9th, Lucas Newing in 10th, Hayden Cook in 11th, Ryan Ford in the Vault 88 in 12th, Ryan Kennedy's left the server already in 13th, Mitchell Cole in 14th, Dean Verrill jumping in at the last minute for a bit of fun on a Wednesday night, Brent Cook around for his first time, good to see you out in the server, my man. Zachary McGregor with a bit of bad luck. Look at that. Car is absolutely fucked. Ferrier in 18th in his first time out. Good to see more new drivers in the server. Brad Turby, Chris Pinkney, Dave O'Shan, Ian O'Brien. Well done there. That looks like almost a clean... Oh, no, I was going to say it looks like a clean MX-5, but there wouldn't be many of these cars without damage on them at the moment, as you can see. Xander Sharp in 23rd, and Lee Tricklebank in a beat-up old Ferrari livery there as well. In 24th position. That is 24 cars out on track here for race 3 of the evening. That was round 3, done and dusted. And that was really exciting. So many battles. I don't know what it is. I guess it is true what they say. The slower the car, the better the battles. Yeah, there's something really wrong with my keyboard, but maybe it needs new batteries. That's it, ladies and gents. We run through the top 5. Caritas is your winner in race 3. Ashton McDermott. Actually, I think maybe all of these guys might be on the podium for the first time, and it's good to see McDermott in second, Crone in third, McEwen and Pearce round out your top 5 for race 3 of the evening. It has been a pleasure, as always, presenting these races to you out there in YouTube land, all the viewers, boys and girls, and I'll tell you what, the next stream is going to be... It's going to be next week, next Wednesday night, for round 4, where we will be tackling... what's the next one? It is Hidden Valley, so we are going to all... Well, hey, we're going to see you in the NT. I've been waiting to make that joke all season, but we can do that all week now because we're going to be up there in the north, in our nation's territory for the next race, and that will be our next stream on the channel. So looking forward to everyone joining us for that one. But tonight I'm going to call it quits already. I have been Chris Munro, your main commentator and broadcaster for this evening. Zach O'Reilly did not make it in, but he'll be around next week, hopefully. And hopefully you all at home will be around next week as well, as we can't wait to bring you more of this action here on AK Racing. And that will do me for the night. Signing off.